TIFU by making a subjectively racist joke and freaking out the cashiers. I picked up a few different flavors of potato chips I wanted to try out from my local Sprouts store. I'm a 30 years old South Asian, brown, man, living in Texas, US. Totally relevant. Two cashiers were checking my order out. Both women and white, presumably in their early 20s. One of them picked up the ghost pepper flavored pack, looked at it, and said to me, "Have you had this before? This looks too spicy." Quote, I chuckled and said, "No, I'm trying it out, but it's okay. I'm brown. I should be able to handle it." Quote, and crossed my fingers in display of my bravery. One of them gasped a little loudly. The other kept her mouth open and froze. I felt the air turn super awkward and hurried out. I did not dare to look back. I did not expect anything but a laugh out of my very usual type of humor. I did not expect to make two young people uncomfortable. What on earth? TLDR. Bought a pack of ghost pepper flavored potato chips. Cashier commented it looked too hot and asked if I have had it before. I nonchalantly said I should be able to handle it because I'm brown. And made things very awkward. It really seems that a lot of younger people, my age included, think every racial joke is inherently hateful. There was nothing hateful, self-deprecating, or even negative about your joke. Try not to worry about it. Do not fault yourself for having a broader sense of humor. I don't think it's really that bad. Some people are just unnecessarily sensitive to race-related things. Greta galloping grief, you were telling the joke on yourself. Well, it was a little racist. Not all white people like bland, underflavored food with extra fat sugar and ranch dressing. That's mostly just the Midwest. And the British. You found a Sprouts in Texas. So you're in a nice area. And the early 20s white girls are most likely college students. My guess is they've heard of racism and stereotyping, but they hadn't actually been exposed to it until today. Personally, I think your joke was funny as hell. But I'm twice their age with half the number of X chromosomes. So how are the chips? It's a joke about racial stereotypes, but it's not punching down, so it's kosher. NTA. I always have to ask for extra jalapenos whenever I get them on a sandwich or something, and I usually get asked, "Are you sure?" And my standard reply is either, "I like to make decisions I'll regret," or, "I'm not that white." As a white guy, I've had Asian restaurants skeptical of my spice tolerance. And I think what you said is hilarious. You did nothing wrong. With friends that joke is fine. With strangers it could turn awkward. If I had been behind you in line, I might have jumped in to save you. I'm white as can be. But those are good. The trick is not to stop. Once you eat the first one, you gotta power through. Too fast and the chips will sense your fear. Too slow and the fear turns real. My wife is Filipino, and she makes references like this every once in a while. Nobody freaks out. Young white Americans seem to be the most affected by racism these days.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.